Hello everyone. Today I'm going to demonstrate the subnetting using VLSM, which is variable length subnet mask during network design process. As a recap, subnetting is simply taking one network and breaking it into a smaller network. Here I've got a network and let's do the subnetting together. So in LAN A, I've got 400 hosts, LAN B 530, C 100, E 100, D 50, and also we have to allocate the IP for serial 1 and serial 2 network. The allocated network address given here is 145.45.0.0 here. And moving on, the first and foremost thing I want to mention here is we have to always approach from the highest number of bits to the lowest number of bits during subnetting so that it will be easier. In here on the table, on the first column, I have noted down the LAN with the highest number of bits, which is LAN B with 530 number of hosts. And the lowest number of hosts would be occupying in serial 1 and 2 with 2 each. And for LAN B, let's put the subnet address, and this would be the base address, and this will be the subnet address for LAN B. Let me write down 145.45.0.0. To find the subnet mask, we have to see how many bits of the host we are going to take. So we have to accommodate 530 number of hosts. Let's see how many number of bits we need. 2 to the power 8, it would be 256, which is less than 530. I'm going to go one more. 2 to the power 9, 512 is still less than 530, and it needs to go one more. 2 to the power 10, which comes 1024. This is obviously more than 530. That means we are going to use 10 number of bits, and starting from the fourth octet, from the rightest part. So as indicated on the red color, 8 bits from the fourth octet, and I'm going to borrow 2 more from the third octet. And when we calculate this value on the decimal, it would be 255.255. The third octet 255. When we turn on all the bits, minus 3, which would be 252.0. And we have to find the range of LAN B, which will help us to find the network address for LAN A. To find the range, let's do it this way. 256 minus, we have to subtract the third octet value, right? 252, which would come as 4. I'm going to delete those. So it has the value of 4 is a range. Let me write down the network address for LAN B first. One 145.45.0.0 slash how many number of ones? 22. Okay, that's that. And the network B would be expanding from 0 to 4 on the third octet. So the network address for LAN A would be 145.45.4.0, right? On the same way, for LAN A, we have to accommodate 400 number of hosts. Let's find how many number of bits we need. 2 to the power 8, which would be 256, less than 400. 2 to the power 9, which comes as 512, that is more than 400. So we are going to use 9 number of bits. In here, I have taken 9 bits starting from the rightest octet. That means 8 bits from the fourth octet and 1 more from the third octet. When we calculate this value on the decimal, it would come as 255.255.254.0, and the range would be 256 minus 254, which would come as 2. Let's write down the address for LAN A. 145.45.4.0 dot 0 slash 23. That's that. And for LAN C, the address would be, it will be expanding from 4.0 to 2 more, which will be coming as 6.0, right? Let me write down that 45.6.0. So to find the subnet mask for LAN C, how many number of hosts we have to accommodate? That is 100. Let's see how many number of bits we need. 2 to the power 6, it will be 64, which is less than 100. So we have to go one more. 2 to the power 7, which is 128, more than 100. So I'm going to take 7 bits from the rightest octet. When I calculate the subnet mask, it would come as 255.255.255.128. And the range would be 256 minus 128. That will come to be 128. That means network C would expand from 6.0 to 6.128. So the network address for LAN E would be 145.45.6.128. First, let's write down the network address for LAN C, which we have already calculated. 145.45.6.0 slash 25. And we have already found the network address for LAN E, and the subnet mask for LAN E would be same as LAN C, because it is going to accommodate 100 number of hosts. So the subnet mask would be 128 at the 4th octet, and the range would be 256 minus 128, which would come to 128 again. That means network E would be expanding from 6.128 to 128 more, which would be 145.45.7.0. Okay, so let me write down this address for LAN E first. It is already calculated, 145.45.6.128 slash 25. That's that. And for LAN D, we have to accommodate 50 hosts. Let's find how many number of bits we need. 2 to the power 6, it will be 64, which is already more than 50, and 2 to the power 5 would be 32, which is less, so we have to use 6 number of bits. I have taken 6 bits on the 4th octet. When I calculate the subnet mask, the value would be 255.255.255.192, and the range would be 256 minus 192, which would come as 64. Let me write down the network address for LAN D, 145.45.7.0 slash 24 plus 2 more, yeah, so that will be 26. Let me take it this way. And now we have already found the range for LAN D, which is 64 on the 4th octet, so that LAN D will be expanding from 7.0 to 7.64, which would be the address for serial 1. Let me write down this one here, 145.45.7.64, right? And serial 1, we need maximum of 2 IP addresses, that means 2 hosts. So if we want to accommodate maximum 2 hosts, we have to use 2 bits, because 2 to the power 2 will be equal to 4. I'm going to use 2 bits from the rightest side. and when I calculate the subnet mask, this value is 255.255.255.252, and the range would be again 256 minus 252, which would come as 4. Let me write down this address for serial 45.7.64/30. Okay, so it will expand from 64 and it will occupy 4 more. That means the base address for serial 2 would be 145.45.7.68. It is going to accommodate maximum of 2 hosts. That means I will be needing maximum 2 IP addresses. So I'm going to take 2 hosts, 2 bits from the 4th octet. Subnet mask would be 255.255.255.252, and the range would be again 256 minus 252. That means serial 2 will be expanding from C7.68 to 7.22. Let me write down the address for serial 2. It would be 145.45.7.68/30. Okay, so this is how we have completed the subnetting in this VLSM exercise. Hope you guys understood the concept. If you have any confusion, please mention those on the comment section. I will reply from there. Stay safe and thank you for watching.